Oh boy, a dungeon. Alright, so since you're leaving a dungeon through the bottom of a screen, that would be considered a side warp. You choose the side, you choose the D map that you're going to, change it to entrance exit, set it to the screen, which was, I don't really remember what the screen was. I'm going to say 56. Just guessing. And I was really close right there. It's actually 46. I think that's what it was last time. So I gotta go back and fix that. Not a tile warp, dummy. Okay, go to your side warp. I wonder if the number keys will work. They do not work. You have to use the keys above the... You can't use, like, the number pad. That's what it's called. Like, you have to use the keys up above. Alright, let's go. There you go. And then let's use our tile warp. And it works. So we're good. And as you can see, it has, if you maybe can see, it has switched our C set, which is color set, by the way, to the dungeon tile set, which is nice for the dungeon. And then most dungeons have, let me find the right color, the right C set here. Is this it? Is this it right here? Yeah, that's it right there. Okay. I think it looks something like that. I do not recall. And then sometimes it's hard to find the correct C set if you're going back to change it back to the color of the dungeon. And then this is not the only way you can do a dungeon either. You can actually have it set to where a D map isn't even a dungeon like this. This is just a type. You could have it set to an Overworld type. This is a, I actually have not made the second D map for this yet. Let's do that now. This second one, let's call it, level 1, because I feel like it. That's level 1, that's what it says. If you can't read it, you probably can't read it, because even though it looks like you can read it in the thing, you know, you really can't. And we moved that 2 to the left, I think, so you actually have to change your coordinates to 75, and continue here as well, I think. DMAP title, let's put that as level 1. Okay, the DMAP intro, don't worry about that. Level 1 music, okay. You can change your music if you want. I don't really want to do that, though. And then these are some screen flags. That's disable. Alright. I actually have to set my compass as well. And I don't know where I'm going to set my compass at quite yet. Let's set it at 14, I guess. Sure, that'll be a good one. Alright. What screen is this? 77. And then I think actually when you change the map like that, you have to move your coordinate left or right the amount of times you move to the map. So I think that means I have to change this to, let's say, 75. Let's see where it goes. Nope. Oops, I was supposed to change it to, is it actually still 77? Let me look here. No, it's not. It is 70. It is 73, I think. Let me see. Yeah, 73. Alright. Yeah, there you go. But, you do not have to worry about changing your side warp, though, because you never changed any of this. Alright, and then here, setting these tiles is kind of weird, to be honest. It's really odd, because you have to set them in a really You have to set them, like, really far in there. Alright, let's save. As test 3. It already exists. I know it exists. Alright. Alright. Oh, yeah, these tiles down here. This is screen 80. This is screen 81. Their passage and, item sellers. Do not mess with these. Do not mess with these. It'll screw up your dungeon. These are your regular dungeon rooms. You copy paste them. Do not screw with these either unless you want a weird dungeon. This is a more complex dungeon layout, I think. Or it might just be more aesthetically pleasing. I'm not quite sure, to be honest. And then the equivalent to that on the Overworld, if I have not said so, is the Screen 80 cave, which is what I've been using for caves, and the Screen 81, which is a 3-stair warp, which I have not used yet, and may not use. You also use the arrow keys to move to a different screen, if I have not told you that yet. So, yeah. Alright, let's work on some more of this Overworld, because I don't want to deal with the dungeon quite yet. And I'm actually going to use some of that other side, or whatever, because I don't want to have to scroll all the way back up. I'm actually going to start using my resources. Wow, man, who would have thought the day? And then also, for these stupid lakes, well, they're not stupid, but, you know, they can be whatever you want. It can be however big you want, really, and I'm now noticing that you can't really see much of it. Also, there's an interesting way to make lakes. I made my lakes so that it's more vertical than horizontal. It was like 2 or 3 screens vertical, but only 2 screens horizontal, so it was really weird for, like, rafting. And I think I'm actually going to change that. So, let's see here. Yep, okay. That should be decent. And then also, water is very odd in that it's, walkability. If you press W for walkability, pink is where you cannot walk. And then, for blue, you cannot usually walk on water. There's no boots of water walking. This isn't NetHack, you know? So, haha. I'd like, kudos if you get that reference, you know, that's great if you get that, you know, because that means you're most likely an old school gamer. I played it a lot when I was younger, so I don't know if you'd call me old school or not. But, I think it's better to have not much, either a more, if you want it to be more horizontal, if you want it to be more of one direction than more of a square or a rectangle, it's usually better to have it more horizontal than vertical for rafting purposes, at least, in my opinion. But it can be whatever you want. You could, I guess, if you really wanted to, make a, level that was entirely, I guess like a lake, and the entire world would be a lake. You could do that if you wanted. And then also these, side tiles for the, water are just to make it so that it doesn't look like this right here. Like right there, where my mouse is, if you could see that. So it looks more like there's a difference. It looks nicer, basically. And then I'm not going to put an island out here yet, but I most likely will in the future. Like, you could have an entire ginormous quadrant of your level be in the lake if you wanted. So, you could. You don't have to. That's just your preference, you know. Do whatever you want. I haven't done that. I might do that one of these days, though, because that actually kind of sounds interesting. Also, if you block off an area and you want it to be one specific, like, thing like this, if you block off a section of your map and you want it all to be blocks like this, I think you can do something like a shift click, and it'll make all of that in that one area, that type of, like, thing. Like, if I shift clicked it, in this in the mountainous area, and there was not mountain there, the mountain would be there. Something like that. I'm not quite sure how it goes, to be honest. But I think something like that would work. And you know what? I'm gonna try and be original here, and put a little indent in the mountain. There'll be a secret in there. I'm thinking, actually, I had an idea, and I'm not sure if this is original or not, but what if you had, like, a river? Because there are river tiles, and what if you had, like, a river go through a large portion of the map? But so you could go across it with your ladder. But if you rafted down the river, you would end up, like, once you finish rafting, you would end up at something like a secret area. Like, I'm not sure if people have done that or not, but that kind of sounds like an interesting idea to me. So, it might be a cool idea. I mean, I don't know. I have not tested it yet. Let's see. That is, I think, a 4x5 right there. So, yeah, that looks nicer. This indent in the mountain is kind of stupid, to be honest, but I'll go with it, see how it looks. If it looks, like, really bad, I'll change it. But I'm not quite sure yet. I have not decided on my fate as of yet. That actually looks really stupid, to be honest. But hey, man, I'm not gonna lie, I'm experimenting here. So, we'll see. You know what? I could ooh, jeez. Hope that didn't look too stupid. I could so totally do that, yeah. How'd I do that? You know what? I just had an idea. Light bulb. Let me take another one of these. And I'll put another... Why does that say flag 5? Why does that say flag 5? Is that what I put on that stupid rock over there? Dude, oh my gosh, no, flag, get out of here, jeez. Is that what I put on that stupid rock? Is that what I put on that rock? No, it does not look like it. No, I did not. That's odd, though. Alright, my idea, though. I had an idea. Let me see if I can find it here. There has to be a black for rocks. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, here it is. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna try and make a new tile. Let me see if those other... I made some other tiles not too long ago. And I don't know if they're still here. It does not look like they are still here. But we will see. No, it does not look like they are. They might be quest specific. Wow. Alright, I'm gonna show you guys how to make a new tile. First, I'm gonna switch the C set back to green. Though, I might do that next time. I don't know. Dude, making these stupid, tiles, though, are really annoying. Because they have it set up in such a way. Aha, here it is. There it is, right there. Alright. Now you get that. This is for walkability if you make a new tile. So that's important. Block. Huh. Not gonna lie, I'm not quite sure what these are exactly. Eyeball. Dock. No. I'll figure out what these are next time, so see you then, guys. Bye.